you need a new roof on your house, you're in luck, because today sponsoring our segment is Garcia Construction, and I am here with owner Tito Garcia and a couple of his clients. We've got Joe and Tina May. Welcome, guys. Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you.
Tito, tell me a little bit about your business and what you guys do.
Well, we're a family-owned business. It's just me and my boys running this roofing business, and we're just out trying to help the community, trying to help people in central Illinois. We try to stay as close as we can, about 45-mile radius from Tuscola, which is our office. But I lived in Arcola for 35 years, and I feel like, you know, I have found a home here in Arcola.
Well, that is awesome. Tell me a little bit about the products and services specifically that you guys offer.
So we offer replacement roofing. We have a seamless gutter machine. We offer some siding, new siding, soffit fascia work, so kind of exterior work. And we're pretty proud of what we do.
That's fantastic. What sets you guys apart from the other roofers?
Well, one, we're local and we care about our customers. And a lot of people ask us, you know, what sets us apart, like you just asked. And, you know, we don't want to be the cheapest roofing company. We want to be the best.
Be the best. Now, speaking of customers, we've got two of them right here, and we're standing outside of your house. We're in Arthur, Illinois today. And Joe and Tina, tell me a little bit about the project that just took place here at your house.
April 4th, we had a bad hailstorm. Tore the roofs down this whole Park Street. Just about everybody's needing a roof. But anyway, we seen it, you know, we watched it, and our vehicles were sitting outside. And anyway, back up a little bit, about 3 weeks earlier, we got a brochure in the mail, and it was from Garcia Construction. And when the hailstorm happened, Tina says, "I know who we want." I said, "You do?" She said, "Yeah, Garcia." She says, I know Mr. Garcia. You know, he's did other work for her, and so, you know, that's who we called, was Tito. And Tito's right. He takes the time to make you comfortable. He's not afraid to say, "I don't think that will work. You know, I think this will work." He just bends over backwards to give you that
personal touch.
Personal, small business. He's not small business anymore, but I mean, just, you know, the service. And his sons and his whole crew are just very, very meticulous about, and they take pride in what they do.
So Tito and his boys, they're out here themselves, working on the project.
Yeah. I mean, and when it come to cleanup, it wasn't just his crews was cleaning up. Tito and his sons was out here, you know, picking up little chunks of roofing and everything. They came in at 7 o'clock one morning, and they laid tarps all over our shrubbery, our landscape, our porches, and they got up there and started tearing it off. They backed their trailer into our driveway, and his crew, they didn't, I told Tito, I said, "Park the trailer wherever you want to." He said, No. He said, "We're not going to track up your yard." And they humped on their shoulders all of the old roofing, you know, clear over to and threw it in the trailer. But there wasn't, we found 3 just little bitty pieces, and they must have got caught down in the yard, you know, since he did it. He had me an estimate the next day. He was really busy, and he was apologizing. He says, "You know, I'm 2 weeks out now." And he says, "You know, I'm sorry it's going to take me that long." No, there's nothing to be sorry
2 weeks
about.
is not that long.
No, 2 weeks wasn't that long.
And now we're talking about a hailstorm that came through.
Yes, sir.
And if I remember correctly, that was the hailstorm that had about, what, baseball-sized hail?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you guys must have had some incredible damage that needed to get fixed.
Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, because we were sitting in the den watching a Cardinals game, and we looked at each other, it's hailing out. And so we went out and raised the garage door open. Yeah, we've seen, you know, fist size. But yeah, like I said, this gentleman, he's an old-fashioned kind of businessman. And like he told me, you know, when we first started dealing with him, he signs everything that he does. So if it's not right and you're not happy, he's going to make it right. But there was nothing we weren't happy about.
That's
The crew
fantastic.
They were all polite.
Oh, yeah.
They clean up after themselves.
Well, and I think the product speaks for itself, because your house just looks absolutely amazing. That roof is incredible looking, and they did the gutters, the downspouts, everything. That's
Tito
fantastic.
took out the colors.
Awesome. Well, Tito, one last question for you. We're talking a lot about working with your boys, being a family business. How has that been, just as a company, kind of having that legacy that you guys are carrying here in Central Illinois?
Well, it's all about helping the next generation grow, and that's what I'm all about. And if anybody wants to get their kids to grow and be self-sufficient at one point, get them involved. Get them involved. Like I said, my two boys, they're on their way to having their own business. Promise you that. So.
Well, that is incredible. Well, listen, if you're in need of a new roof, Garcia Construction, they're local. They do great work, and we're going to have all of their details on our website after the show, and we do appreciate them sponsoring our segment this afternoon.